Welcome to Vilnius. We are in Lithuania for the promotion of the special Christmas jazz edition of the song Nevyumino. I'm pulling together lots of interesting content about the showbiz here in the Baltics. But first, Facebook.
In the previous episode, we learned 3 promotion strategies for artists. Today, we're going to meet professionals from social media platforms and a tech expert from Silicon Valley. Il voyage de ciel en ciel en chantant cette mélodie qui retentit à milieu d'ici. At first sight, Facebook offices in London look like a hive of revolutionary ideas. People there do really believe in dreams and actually make them happen. Changing the world is no joke, but in order to make these high goals seem almost normal, the work ambience at Facebook is at service of creativity à la californienne. Feels like back in Silicon Valley, where I studied a couple years ago. The vibrant millennial startup culture is addictive. Futuristic conference corners, turtle ninjas, rooftops, open spaces, music and game rooms, a real laboratory instead of boring offices. Here is reality. Oh yeah, that's my element. We entered this GarageBand room and everybody just dropped cameras to grab instruments. I was so surprised that in our team we had one guitar player, but I didn't know till that moment that our host is a professional musician as well. And by the way, we found a drummer on the way too. Basically, we have a Facebook band here, so let's jam! 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4! Well guys, we need some practice here. Okay, go back to work. Social media plays a big role in our lives. That's why I wanted to know the 3 rules from social media expert Pablo and hear more about the wind of change from Kirsten, directly from Silicon Valley.
We are in Facebook office in London. We're like one of the biggest engineering office in general in London. We have probably around 1,000 people working on different technology and not only technology projects here at Facebook.
For an artist like me, what has to be done to be popular out there?
As Facebook user, we have connections to like 2 billion people on Facebook, including probably 1 billion people in Instagram and maybe around 1 billion people in Messenger and WhatsApp. So it's a huge infrastructure. First of all, you need to understand who's your audience.
Rule number 1, know your target.
So you can try just to set up like some small targeted campaign. Let's say you have a new song in French, and you can think if it's possible to get your listeners outside of France, let's say in Italy, in United Kingdom, in Spain, and so on. So you can set up like targeting campaign just to get these countries and see what are the feedback from these countries. In the same time, you could adjust your own product to see like how I can get as much listeners as possible. And especially imagine if you have like improved one small component by 1%, but multiplying for 2 billion users, it's impressive. Deal done. Let's try to make the work together.
Yeah. Okay, we're calling Kirsten. Hey, it's KK.
Hello.
Hello, beautiful. Oh my God, so nice to see you. You look wonderful.
Likewise.
As an expert in tech, what are the coming up trends in Silicon Valley?
So actually, guerrilla marketing and growth hacking, those terms have been around now for a while. What's happening right now with social media is the ongoing kind of growth and popularity of working with influencers. And what's really interesting with that is that today influencers are no longer, you know, the celebrities, sort of the Kim Kardashians of the world. Influencers can be anybody. Like me or my neighbor who have particular interests in a particular, even a micro following.
Rule number 2, study new trends.
So what's happening now, what's really an increasing trend across brands as well as across artists and entertainers is working with influencers really to kind of raise awareness, to engage audiences and to collaborate with them.
I always have a souvenir of you telling, start with a why.
start with why. It's really simply put, it means know why you're doing what you're doing.
Rule number 3. Start with the why.
Working with startups, a lot of the times when startups go in front of investors, they're so excited about what they're doing that they jump straight into talking about their product. I would always emphasize that no matter what you're doing, if you're a startup pitching your idea to an investor, or if you're an artist trying to make it out there in the World Wide Web, be really authentic and clear about why you're doing what it is that you're doing before you start talking about your product or your content.
In our next episode, tips and tricks from the showbiz in the Baltics, power hit radio, and TV show secrets. Don't miss out. Subscribe to my channel.
La la la.